All right, everyone, get ready for today because we are going deep, deep into the world of almonds.
Almonds, yeah.
We're going way, way beyond just a tasty snack.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just who knew there was so much to learn about these little nuts?
Oh, so much.
Yeah, and lucky for us, there is a ton of research out there about the health benefits.
There really is a ton.
Our main source today is this Healthline article called 9 Evidence-Based Health Benefits of Almonds.
Ah, evidence-based. I like it.
That's what we like.
Yeah,
So we're going to break down all the juicy details for you so you
exactly.
don't have
Absolutely.
Okay, let's kick things off with what's the nutritional lowdown.
Okay.
I mean, I've always heard that almonds are good for you, but what exactly makes them so nutrient-packed?
Well, you take just a handful of almonds, like a 1 ounce serving, and it's just loaded with fiber, protein, those good fats, vitamin E, manganese, magnesium.
Wow.
Like they crammed all the good stuff
Yeah,
into one tiny package.
that is impressive.
Yeah,
But I'm sure some folks out there are thinking, hold on, nuts are high in calories, right?
right.
So how do almonds fit into a healthy diet without, tipping the scales?
Yeah, that's where the magic of fiber and protein comes in.
Okay,
You see, almonds are super satiating.
okay.
So they keep you feeling full and satisfied for longer.
I see.
And so you're less likely to overeat,
Right.
which can definitely help with weight management.
So it's not just about the number of calories, but how those calories are actually working for you. Exactly.
It's all about quality over quantity in this
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
And speaking of quality,
Yeah.
let's talk about antioxidants.
Ooh, okay.
Almonds are packed with them, especially in that brown skin layer.
Oh, you mean like those blanched almonds?
Yeah.
You see in the recipes, the ones without the skin?
Yeah.
Does that mean they're missing out on some of the good stuff?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Blanching reduces the antioxidant power.
Hmm.
It's a good reminder that whole foods in their natural state
Yeah.
often provide the most benefits.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are these antioxidants doing for us?
Well,
I know they're good, but I'm fuzzy on the details.
think of antioxidants as little superheroes
Okay.
that fight off cell damage in your body.
Yeah.
They help protect you from things like aging and even some chronic diseases.
Like free radicals?
Got it.
Okay.
Free radicals are unstable molecules that can wreak havoc on your cells.
Right.
And a 2022 study found that people who ate up to 2¼ ounces of almonds a day actually had reduced markers of inflammation
Wow.
in their bodies. And that's over 800 people in this study.
Okay.
So it's pretty convincing evidence that almonds are doing something right.
So they're fighting inflammation.
Yeah,
And inflammation is linked to all sorts of health problems, right?
absolutely. It's a key factor in heart disease, diabetes, even cancer.
Right.
So anything that can help combat inflammation is a major win for our overall health.
Major win.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see how these little almonds pack a serious punch.
Oh, yeah.
Let's move on to another nutrient that I know they're kind of famous for.
Yeah.
Vitamin E,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
right?
Almonds are one of the best sources of vitamin E out there.
Yeah.
Just 1 ounce gives you almost half of your daily needs.
Wow.
And guess what? Vitamin E is another powerful antioxidant.
So double the antioxidant protection.
You could say that.
Okay.
And there's even more to get excited about.
Okay.
Vitamin E has been linked to a lower risk of heart disease, some types of cancer, and even Alzheimer's disease.
Oh, wow.
It's still early days in the research,
Right.
but the potential benefits are pretty impressive.
Okay, so almonds are like tiny nutritional powerhouses.
They are.
But I'm curious, what about people with specific health concerns?
Yeah.
Is there any conditions where almonds could be particularly beneficial?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
If you're watching your blood sugar, especially if you have diabetes, almonds can be a real game changer.
Okay.
They're low in carbs and high in those healthy fats, protein, and fiber, which all help stabilize blood sugar levels.
That makes sense, but I feel like there's another important mineral that comes into play here, right?
You're thinking about magnesium.
Yes, magnesium.
And you're right. It's a
Okay.
star player when it comes to blood sugar control.
Yeah.
In fact, 2 ounces of almonds
Okay.
give you almost half your daily magnesium needs.
Magnesium. Okay, that's ringing a bell.
Yeah.
But remind me, why is it so important for blood sugar?
Well, magnesium is involved in over 300 processes in your body.
Wow.
And one of its key roles is helping your body use insulin effectively.
Right.
Insulin is the hormone that regulates blood sugar levels.
Okay, so the more magnesium you have, the better your body can manage that blood sugar.
Exactly. And here's a really interesting statistic.
Okay.
Research suggests that about 25% of people with type 2 diabetes are actually deficient in magnesium.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
It is, and studies have shown that getting enough magnesium can actually reduce your risk of developing type 2 diabetes in the first place.
Wow.
And for those who already have it, magnesium can help improve blood sugar control.
So for our listeners out there who are dealing with diabetes, this could be really impactful information.
Absolutely.
Just by adding almonds to their diet, they could be supporting their blood sugar in a really natural way.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't stop there.
No, it doesn't.
Magnesium also plays a crucial role in regulating blood pressure.
Yes.
Another major health concern
Huge.
that often goes hand in hand with those blood sugar imbalances.
It's like a domino effect.
Yeah,
One healthy habit can lead to multiple positive
it's
outcomes.
all connected.
It is.
So how do almonds impact blood pressure?
Well, low magnesium levels are strongly linked to high blood pressure.
Right.
And since almonds are packed with this mineral,
Yeah.
it stands to reason that they could play a role in maintaining healthy blood pressure levels.
So we've covered blood sugar, blood pressure.
Yeah.
What else can these wonder nuts do?
Well, they've also been shown to have a positive impact on cholesterol levels, specifically that bad LDL cholesterol that increases your risk of heart disease.
Okay, I'm all ears. Tell me more about this cholesterol connection.
Okay, well, one study showed that getting 20% of your daily calories from almonds for 6 weeks led to a significant drop in LDL cholesterol,
Okay.
like an average decrease of 9.7 milligram ADL.
Wow, but how much of a difference does that actually make in terms of like real world heart health?
Well, even small reductions in LDL cholesterol can significantly lower your risk of heart disease over time.
Okay.
It's like chipping away at the problem slowly and steadily.
Right.
And here's another study that really piqued my interest.
Okay.
Researchers found that eating 1.5 ounces of almonds daily lowered LDL by 5.3 milligram ADL.
Okay.
But here's the best part. It did this while maintaining healthy HDL cholesterol levels.
Oh, okay.
The good kind.
Gotcha.
Oh, did I mention that participants also lost belly fat?
Belly fat too.
Yeah?
Okay, now we're talking lower cholesterol, healthier heart, trimmer waistline. I'm sold.
Yep.
But let's go beyond just lowering LDL.
Okay.
So what else is going on here?
What's fascinating is that almonds don't just lower LDL cholesterol.
Right.
They actually protect it from oxidation.
Okay, I've heard that term before, but I'm not entirely sure what it means.
Okay, break it down for me.
So think of it like this.
Okay.
When you cut an apple and leave it out,
Yeah.
it starts to turn brown, right?
Right.
That's oxidation.
Oh, okay.
And
A similar thing can happen to LDL cholesterol in your body.
gotcha.
When LDL gets oxidized,
Yeah,
it becomes much more likely to stick to your artery walls,
I see.
kind of like rust forming on a pipe.
Okay.
And that buildup is known as atherosclerosis,
Right.
which can lead to heart attacks and strokes.
Okay, so almonds are like little bodyguards for our LDL, preventing that dangerous oxidation process.
Exactly. And the key players here
Yeah.
are those polyphenol antioxidants we talked about earlier,
Right.
found in the almond skin.
Okay.
They work together with vitamin E to keep those LDL particles from going rogue.
I see.
One study even showed that snacking on almonds for just a month reduced oxidized LDL by 14%.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
So it really seems like almonds are working on multiple fronts to keep our hearts healthy.
they are.
But let's shift gears for a minute and talk about something that I think we all struggle with from time to time.
Okay.
Hunger.
Yeah.
Those midday cravings can be brutal.
Oh, I hear you.
Right.
I get those too.
Yeah.
But almonds can actually be your secret weapon in the fight against hunger.
Really?
Yeah, remember all that protein and fiber we talked about?
Yeah.
They team up to keep you feeling full and satisfied, so you're less likely to reach for those unhealthy snacks.
So they're like the ultimate portion control hack.
They are.
You snack on a handful of almonds and suddenly you're not as tempted by that bag of chips or cookies.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific examples of how this plays out in real life?
Of course, one study found that people who ate a daily serving of almonds, about 1.5 ounces,
Okay.
experienced a significant reduction in both hunger and the desire to eat. They just felt more satisfied overall.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
We know nuts are relatively high in calories.
Right.
So how does this all fit in with weight management?
That's a great question, and it's one that researchers have been exploring for years.
Right.
It's true that almonds have a decent amount of calories, but here's the surprising part.
Okay.
They don't seem to promote weight gain.
Really? That's counterintuitive.
I know. How is that possible?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out our bodies don't actually absorb all of the calories from nuts.
Okay.
About 6% of the fat in almonds passes through undigested.
So it's not just about the number of calories on the label, but how our bodies actually utilize those calories.
Exactly. And some research even suggests that eating nuts may boost your metabolism slightly. Now, let's talk about the studies on almonds and weight. One large review of multiple studies found that almonds were actually the only net
Oh, wow.
linked to a reduction in both body weight and fat mass.
So even though they're relatively high in calories, they can actually help with weight management?
That's what the research suggests.
Wow.
And another study showed that people who included almonds in their diet lost more weight and had greater reductions in waist circumference compared to those on a nut-free diet.
Okay.
Now, it's important to note that both of these studies involved participants following calorie-controlled diets.
Right.
So it wasn't just the almonds working their magic in isolation.
Right. Moderation is key with any food,
Absolutely.
even healthy ones like almonds.
Absolutely. But the takeaway here is that almonds can be a valuable part of a healthy weight loss strategy.
Okay.
Their satiating effects,
Yeah.
combined with their impressive nutrient profile,
Right.
make them a powerful ally in achieving and maintaining a healthy weight.
So we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah.
From the nutritional power of almonds to their potential benefits for blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, hunger management, and even weight loss.
Yeah,
It's clear that these little nuts are more than just a tasty snack.
they really are. They're a testament to the power of whole foods and the incredible ways they can support our health.
Yeah.
But here's a final thought-provoking point to consider.
Okay.
Most of the studies we've discussed focused on raw almonds.
Okay, I see where you're going on this.
What?
What about all the other forms of almonds out there?
Right.
Almond milk, almond butter, almond flour.
Exactly.
Do they offer the same benefits?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right.
More research is needed to determine whether different forms of almonds have varying effects on our health.
It's like opening up a whole new can of, well, almonds. There's always more to explore.
Exactly.
But even with this added layer of complexity,
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that almonds are pretty amazing.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
They're truly a nutritional powerhouse, and the research we've discussed today really highlights the importance of a holistic approach to health.
Yeah.
It's not just about isolated nutrients.
Right.
It's about the synergy of all those components working together.
That's such a great point. Almonds are like a little ecosystem of nutrients, each playing a vital role in supporting our well-being.
And the fact that they taste so good is just a bonus.
Right. It's all about finding those delicious and enjoyable ways to nourish our bodies.
Exactly.
Speaking of enjoyment, I'm curious about your personal experience.
Yeah.
Have you noticed any changes in your own health or well-being since incorporating almonds into your diet?
That's a great question. While I can't make any definitive claim,
Sure.
I have noticed an increase in my energy levels and a decrease in those dreaded mid-afternoon slumps since I started snacking on almonds regularly.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
It's always inspiring to hear real-life examples of how these healthy habits can make a difference.
yeah, it reminds us that it's not just about the science.
Right.
It's about how these foods make us feel.
Precisely.
It's about finding that sweet spot between scientific evidence and personal experience.
Yeah.
What works for one person might not work for another.
Right.
So it's all about tuning into our own bodies and finding what feels best.
That's such a valuable reminder.
Yeah.
It's not about following rigid rules.
Right.
It's about finding what nourishes us, both physically and mentally.
Absolutely.
And for many people, almonds seem to tick all the boxes.
They certainly do. And as with any dietary change, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian to see how almonds can best fit into your individual health plan.
Absolutely. Especially for those managing specific health conditions, personalized guidance is key.
Yeah.
But for the average person looking to boost their health and well-being, adding a handful of almonds to their daily routine seems like a pretty safe and delicious bet.
I couldn't agree more. It's a small change that can potentially lead to big rewards.
Right?
And who doesn't love a crunchy, satisfying snack that's also good for you?
Right. It's like having your cake and eating it too.
Yeah,
Well, maybe not cake,
Yeah.
exactly. But seriously, this deep dive has been eye-opening.
it has.
I feel like I have a whole new appreciation for almonds.
Me too. It's amazing what we can learn from something as seemingly simple as a nut.
It just goes to show that there's always more to discover,
Always.
even in the food we think we know well.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of learning, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's always something new to uncover,
right.
some hidden gem of knowledge waiting to be unearthed.
I love that. It's like we're all on a treasure hunt for better health and well-being, and today we struck gold with almonds.
We certainly did. And who knows what other treasures await us on our next deep dive.
I can't wait to find out.
Me too.
Well, folks, it seems like we've reached the end of our almond adventure, but hopefully it's just the beginning of a lifelong love affair with these incredible nuts.
Yeah, a lifelong love affair.
I like that. To help our listeners continue their almond journey.
Yeah.
Maybe we can wrap up with some practical tips, for incorporating them into their daily lives.
Sure, yeah, let's empower our listeners to actually put this knowledge into action.
Perfect. First things first, where can people find good quality almonds?
Okay.
Are there certain brands or types to look for?
When it comes to almonds, simpler is often better.
Okay.
Look for raw, unsalted almonds whenever possible.
Okay.
They'll have the most natural flavor and the most intact nutrient profile.
Makes sense. We want to avoid those added oils and salts that can sneak into some of the packaged nuts.
Exactly.
What about all the different varieties? There
Huh.
are whole almonds, sliced almonds, slivered almonds, almond flour.
Yeah,
The options can be a little overwhelming.
you're right. There are so many options.
Yeah.
It really depends on how you plan to use them.
Okay.
Whole almonds are great for snacking,
Right.
while sliced or slivered almonds are perfect for adding to salads, yogurt, or oatmeal for a little crunch. And of
Yeah.
course, almond flour is a fantastic gluten-free alternative for baking.
Ooh, almond flour pancakes. Now you're talking.
There you go.
But let's get back to the basic.
Okay.
How much should people be eating to actually reap those amazing health benefits we discussed?
Well, the studies we talked about used a range of serving sizes,
Yeah.
but a good starting point is around 1 to 2 ounces per day.
Okay.
That's about a small handful,
And remember, moderation is key.
always.
Almonds are nutrient dense, but they're also calorie dense.
Right.
So enjoy them mindfully as part of a balanced diet.
Absolutely. It's not about replacing all your other healthy foods with almonds.
Right.
It's about incorporating them strategically to enhance your overall nutrition.
Got it. So we've talked about the types of almonds to buy,
Yeah.
how much to eat, how to use them.
Right.
Any other pro tips for our listeners who are new to the almond game?
Here's a little trick I learned.
Okay.
Soaking almonds overnight can actually make them easier to digest.
Really?
Soaking helps activate certain enzymes that break down phytic acid,
I see.
which can interfere with nutrient absorption.
Oh, that's a great tip.
Yeah.
I'm all about maximizing nutrient absorption.
Exactly.
And it's so simple. Just soak them overnight, drain them, and they're ready to go.
Exactly. It's one of those little things that can make a big difference.
Well, I think we've armed our listeners with everything they need to embark on their own almond adventures.
Yeah, I think so.
Any final words of wisdom before we sign off?
Just this, don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you.
Yeah.
There are so many delicious and creative ways to enjoy almonds. So get out there,
Yeah.
explore and savor the goodness.
Beautifully said. And remember, folks, knowledge is power.
Yes.
The more we learn about the foods we eat, the better equipped we are to make choices that support our health and well-being.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the wonderful world of almonds.
It's been fun.
Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay healthy.